In a world where the dust of history is frequently swept under the rug, one man's legacy continues to cast a long shadow over the present day, a headline that reverberates through the ages. Stalin's ghost rises as Russia rekindles Soviet-era military might. Picture it, if you will. The year is 1924. A man named Joseph Stalin ascends to power in the Soviet Union. His rule, marked by ruthless political repression, mass repressions, censorship, and widespread surveillance, is a dark chapter in human history. Yet fast forward to today, the echoes of Stalin's tactics can still be heard. In the early months of 2022, Russia, under the leadership of President Vladimir Putin, launched an invasion of Ukraine. The Kremlin, emboldened, anticipated a swift victory. However, as the months wore on, this so-called quick win turned into a drawn-out and bloody conflict. By May 2023, the situation had taken a grave turn. Russia had lost approximately two-thirds of its tanks, a staggering number reaching around 2,000. The once mighty Russian military was struggling, forced to reactivate their reserve of 4,000 to 5,000 tanks, many of which were relics from the Soviet era. But the losses were not limited to machinery. Human casualties were mounting. American intelligence estimates suggested that Russia had suffered 100,000 casualties, including 20,000 dead, in just 15 months. The battle-hardened Russian military was now relying on poorly trained and armed troops, including mercenaries and paroled inmates. In response to these dire circumstances, the Russian government enacted a chilling policy change. The Kremlin amended its conscription law, paving the way for digital draft notices and implementing penalties for those who failed to appear for recruitment. This move hinted at a return to a heavy-handed rule reminiscent of the Stalin era. In summary, the ghost of Stalin appears to be stirring as Russia faces a significant military challenge in Ukraine. The loss of two-thirds of its tanks, the high human casualty rate, and the shift in conscription policy all point towards a nation that is resorting to desperate measures. Measures that eerily echo the tactics of a bygone era. One cannot help but wonder, as the shadows of the past merge with the struggles of the present, what the future holds for Russia, Ukraine, and indeed the world at large. It's an ongoing story, and only time will reveal the next chapter.